Hello students, good time to all. I am Chandan Kumar Pradhan. Welcome to your YouTube channel Chandan Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss some basics of satellites, concepts regarding geosynchronous orbit and weightlessness. Let's begin. What is a satellites? Satellites may be natural or artificial, whatever may be that one, either that is artificial or natural. The earth has its own natural satellites, as you know, that is moon. A satellite, whether it is natural or artificial, revolves around a planet under the gravitational attraction exerted by the planet on that of satellite. An artificial satellite of Earth is placed in a stable orbit around the Earth with the help of multi-stage rocket. With the help of rocket, we implement the artificial satellites around our Earth. First of all, it is required to take the satellite to a given height. Let me take this is our Earth, has mass capital M, radius let capital R. We implement the satellite at a given height around the Earth. Let that height is small h and the mass of that satellite be small m. The satellite to a height of s above that of Earth, and then it is impacted some velocity called the orbital velocity. The velocity impacted by that of satellite named as the orbital velocity. The orbital velocity, or we can say it as the insertion velocity, orbital velocity or insertion velocity. So, orbital velocity is the velocity which is given to the satellite so that it revolves around the planet, that is our Earth. Let us consider a satellite of mass m revolving around our Earth of mass capital M and the radius capital R at a distance of small s above the Earth in a circular orbit. Let the circular orbit has radius, this is circular orbit has radius smaller. Thus we can write small r is equal to capital R plus small h. So, the centripetal force required for the satellite to revolve in circular orbit of a radius small r is provided by the gravitational force of attraction between the planet and the satellite. For that of reason, the centripetal force is same as that of gravitational force, which implies we can write the centripetal force, that is mv square divided by r, gravitational force g m divided by r square, which implies v square is equal to gm divided by r, which implies v is equal to square root of gm divided by r. Let equation number 1. But we know r is equal to r plus small h. Therefore, v is equal to gm divided by r plus small h under root. We know also gm is equal to g r square. How we find this? Here let we consider, that is, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Let mass and acceleration due to gravity, let g is equal to same as that of gravitational force, let g m divided by let r square. Cancel out, therefore g is equal to gm divided by r square, that is the acceleration term, whereas g into r square is equal to gm. This is the rough way to understand for that of expression gm is equal to g r square. For that reason we implement v is equal to, in place of gm, that is g r square divided by r plus h square root, or v is equal to r g divided by r plus h square root. Let equation number 2. Look here, this is the expression. This v is what? That is the orbital velocity, or we can say the insertion velocity of that of satellite that revolve around the earth. Look a condition. What is that of condition? If h is very less than capital R, that means the satellite is revolved around our earth very close to our earth. For that of given region, the equation changed. The equation changed to what? We find v is equal to r g divided by square root. In place of h we neglect h, which implies v is equal to g by r. V is equal to square root of g r. If we use a special case, that is, in place of g we put g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, and r, that is the radius of our earth, 6400 kilometer. Therefore putting these values in that of expression, we find v is equal to 8 kilometer per second. That is the orbital velocity of a satellite around the earth. Now we calculate what should be the time period of satellite. Generally we know the time period, that is the period of revolution of a satellite, is the time taken by the satellite to complete one revolution round that of earth. The time taken to that of satellite to revolve one revolution around the earth, this is the time period, and it is denoted by capital T is equal to the circumference of circular orbit divided by orbital velocity, generally distance by velocity, that is the circumference divided by orbital velocity, or T is equal to circumference 2 pi r divided by orbital velocity, that is v, or T is equal to 2 pi small r, that is r plus h divided by orbital velocity. In that of previous equation we find the orbital velocity v is equal to, that is r square root of g divided by r plus h square root. Simplifying that one, we find t is equal to 2 pi r plus h to the power 3 by 2 whole divided by r square root of g. That is the expression for that of time period. Again we introduce that of special case, when that satellite revolves around the earth very close to that of earth. For that of given condition, what happened? See that expression changed to t is equal to 2 pi r to the power 3 by 2 divided by r square root of g. That is t is equal to 2 pi r by g square root. Put the values, like r is equal to 6400 kilometer, we convert it to that of meter, then find r is equal to 64 into 10 to the power 5 meter, and g we know, that is 9.8 into 9.8 meter per second square. Then put these values in that of special case equation, then we find t is equal to 84.6 minute years, or that is nearly equal to 1.4 hour. That is time period is 1.4 hour. Time taken to that of satellite to taken one revolution around that of earth. This is the time period of satellite. Now we find the height of satellite. The height of satellite. What is the height of satellite? From the relation, that is t is equal to 2 pi r plus h to the power 3 by 2 divided by r square root of g. Squaring that expression, we find what? T square is equal to 4 pi square divided by r square g r plus h whole cube, which implies r plus h is equal to t square r square g divided by 4 pi square to the power 1 by 3, which implies h is equal to g r square t square divided by 4 pi square to the power 1 by 3 minus r. This is the required expression for that of height of satellite. So now we discuss for that of satellites what is the orbital velocity, and for a special case we consider when that of satellite revolves very close to our earth, then that equation changed and we implement the quantities and find v is equal to 8 km per second. Then time period of that of satellite, this is the required expression, and for that of special case when the satellite very close to the earth, the equation changed to this and use the proper quantities, we find t is nearly equal to 1.4 hour, and finally the height of the given satellite. This is the mathematical expression, the height of that of satellite we can find by using this mathematical expression. Now that expression is the height of the satellite above the earth surface. Now there are so many applications of that of satellite. Artificial satellites have wide applications, and such applications are transmission of radio and TV signals, telecommunication purposes around the globe, weather forecasting and climate changes, remote sensing, meteorology and environmental studies of Earth, for spying and surveillance, for monitoring movements of troops, vehicles, ships, that is for military purposes, to study greenhouse effect, upper region of atmosphere. For that of study purpose we use, that is the study of greenhouse effect and upper region of atmosphere, we use the satellites, the artificial satellites. Finally, the earth movements, the earth measurements like gravitational and magnetic fields measurements are well derived by using that of artificial satellites. These are the applications of artificial satellites. Now we discuss a concept that is geosynchronous orbit. What is that of geosynchronous orbit? The orbit of a satellite revolving around Earth is called geosynchronous orbit. Geosynchronous orbit. That is the orbit of that of satellite which is revolving around the Earth. It's called geosynchronous orbit. What is that of condition? If the period of revolution of satellite is equal to the time period of Earth one day rotation, that is exactly 24 hours, but exactly we can say it as nearly equal to 23 hours 56 minutes and 6.00099 seconds, the exact 24 hours, that is one day rotation of Earth. So what is that of geosynchronous orbit? This is the orbit of satellite revolving around the Earth. If the period of revolution of satellite is equal to the period of Earth one day rotation, is known as the geosynchronous orbit. If the orbit lies in the equatorial plane of Earth, then the satellite is called geostationary satellite. If that is our Earth, and let this the equator of Earth, if the satellite revolves around that of equatorial plane of that of Earth, then that satellite is called geostationary satellite. If the orbit lies in the equatorial plane of Earth, then the satellite is called geostationary satellite. It is called geosynchronous as the angular speed of satellite is synchronized with the angular speed of Earth about its axis. It is called geosynchronous. What is that of condition? With the angular speed of satellite is equal to that of angular speed of Earth about its axis, is the condition for geosynchronous. The geostationary orbit is called the parking orbit. Again, the geostationary satellites are used as communication satellites, and the geostationary orbit is called the parking orbit. These are some basic points regarding geosynchronous orbit. Now we study about the concept of weightlessness. What is the concept of weightlessness? The astronauts in an orbiting satellite are in the state of weightlessness around Earth weightlessness, because they experience no reaction at the floor of satellites. This is explained as follows. When, let me take this is the Earth of mass capital M. Let me prefer a satellite revolving around our earth. This is the radius of earth, this is the radius of that of satellite that revolve. When a satellite revolves around the earth in an orbit of radius r, then only force acting on it is gravitational force of attraction of earth, which is directed towards the center of orbit. The acceleration of that of satellite, the acceleration of satellites towards the center is A is equal to g m divided by r square, where m is the mass of earth, So if small m is the mass of astronaut inside that of satellite, if we take small m is the mass of astronaut inside the satellite, then the gravitational force that is f of g directed towards the center of earth, towards the center of orbit, that is f of g is equal to gravitational force g m divided by r square. But from satellite's reference frame, which is accelerated, also known as non-inertial frame, that is the, since it is accelerated, that is non-inertial frame of reference, the astronaut experiences a pseudo force. The pseudo force experienced by that of astronaut, the pseudo force, let that pseudo force be F naught is equal to minus mass into acceleration, that since it is minus, that is directed away from the center, that's why we implement the negative sign. Hence, in the non-inertial satellite frame of reference, the total force, therefore the total force is equal to F, that is the force due to gravity plus the pseudo force, or the total force F is equal to the total force F of g divided by r square, the pseudo force ma, or F is equal to g divided by r square minus m. We know the acceleration, that is gm divided by r square, gm divided by r square. These two terms cancel with each other. F is equal to 0. So the force is 0. Hence, the net force on astronauts inside the satellite is 0. So they are in the state of weightlessness. So they tend to float freely inside the satellite. This is the mathematical way to understand. The net force on that of astronaut is 0. To avoid such conditions, that is the condition of weightlessness, we have to introduce the artificial gravity by rotating the satellite in addition to its revolution. To avoid this type of weightlessness, we have to create the artificial gravity. How to create that of artificial gravity? Artificial gravity is created by rotating the satellite in addition to its revolution. So, with the help of this video lecture, we understand what is satellites and so many mathematical tools like orbital velocity, time period of satellite and height of the satellite, and uses special cases in these conditions and applications of these artificial satellites. Concepts of geosynchronous orbit and weightlessness. So, with this useful and informative notes, let me wind up this session. Thank you.